guys, how's it going? So we got some big Mirror's Edge Catalyst information. I'm sure all of you have heard this by now. By the time I'm uploading it anyway, I've just been swamped with trying to get videos out there in between streaming and then having those streams go up and then trying to put other videos up. We had Paris Games Week that's going on right now, and I put up my impressions for the Sony conference, which at the time I didn't realize that this news was happening. So Mirror's Edge Catalyst has been delayed. All right, it was originally coming out on February 23rd, 2016. It has been delayed to May 24th, 2016. And this is both a good and bad thing. It's a good thing because they're taking their time, they're gonna polish it out, and they're gonna make sure it's a quality product. The only negative thing about this news is the fact that we have to wait a little bit longer to play it. Personally, there's nothing wrong with delays. And I know a lot of people kind of get up in arms with delays, and some people think, that, hey, why even announce a release date if you're not even exactly sure when it's gonna come out? And I don't really think it has to do with that, really. I think with delays and how developers announce release dates, there's just unexpected things that come up during development. Game development is a very inconsistent process, and you can have these things coming up, these problems persisting at any time for some random reason, and for whatever reason your game breaks, or for whatever reason this character, you have all the programming correctly, it looks all good, and this character just won't go anywhere. It just won't, he or she just won't do what you want them to do or what they're supposed to do. And so you have all these kind of issues that kind of come up during game development, and I'm sure what they're trying to do here is they're probably saying, all right, let's make sure the frame rate's smooth. Let's make sure that the world, that the gameplay doesn't feel repetitive. I mean, this isn't just a few weeks, guys. This is how many months is this? Like 2 or 3 months? March, yeah, 3 months. This is a 3-month delay. So this means that they're going to be doing something major during this time. That it's not going to be just just okay, polish. This means that they're really taking their time, and they're gonna make sure they're gonna probably add maybe something new, or this could mean a number of different things. 3 months, the 3-month delay. I mean, when you think about it, look what happened with Batman Arkham Knight on PC. That game should have been delayed 3 months on PC, but it wasn't. And even to this day, there's still problems that the game has, even when it's it was just recently re-released. And so I'm not really upset at all. I'm actually kind of thankful, and I'm thankful for a few reasons. I'm thankful because EA is actually giving the development team all the time that they need, and this is proof that EA is really caring about this franchise. And to be honest, this is just fantastic news that everyone should be happy about. We all get a little bit skeptical when we talk about EA just because of their history, been shoving games out the door, and they've been redeeming themselves over the past couple years. They haven't been doing not nearly as bad as since the Battlefield 4 launch days. But they've been redeeming themselves, and I'm happy to see that they're saying, you know what, you guys, it's a smaller studio at DICE that's handling Mirror's Edge Catalyst. You guys take all the time that you need. And I was kind of worried because EA said themselves, okay, we'd like to put Mirror's Edge out within the end of our fiscal year 2016. And keep in mind that their fiscal year 2016 ends at March 2016. That's the end of their fiscal year. Or that was 2015, excuse me. So it's like, okay, and to see them delay Mirror's Edge out of that fiscal year into the new fiscal year is pretty good. It shows, again, that they're not looking at Mirror's Edge for solely profits, that they're actually treating it as if it's an important artistic game, which it is. It's a very important game to this industry because of its originality and because of the different how different it is from everything else. It's Mirror's Edge is not, even though it is a great game that we enjoy, it's also an inspiration to many of the other creators out there and the aspiring creators, including myself. So I'm honestly I'm pleased with the delay. I'm happy that that they're taking their time, and this can only be good news for us. Mirror's Edge, you guys need to keep in mind, Mirror's Edge needs to come out and it needs to be perfect. If this game has one major issue at all, it's effectively going to kill this game. And the reason for that is because the first Mirror's Edge came out and it didn't pack that punch that it needed to be. And to be honest, we are lucky that we are even getting another game within this franchise. And you know, so with that being said, delay it all you want. I don't care. You can delay it to the end of 2016. It just make sure it's perfect. It's damn near perfect when it comes out. And you know, it's an open world game. There's bound to be the standard open world glitches and stuff, but hopefully there'll be less of that in this game. So honestly, I'm looking forward to the game still. I'm excited. I'm pleased that EA is giving the development studio, you know, the time and the care and everything that they need to in order to, you know, get this game going and make sure it comes out really smoothly and it's all polished and well done. And hopefully the 3-month delay will mean like better content or something, or maybe a stronger multiplayer component perhaps. Different features, you know, if we actually, really quickly here, I'm just gonna pull up the article that they posted on the website. And they've been posting other articles too. The reason I haven't actually done a Mirror's Edge video for every article is because, okay, they're talking with the narrative director. We know it's supposed to have a much more powerful storyline than the previous one. Then they go over to the guy who's in charge of the gameplay, you know, and it's like, okay, I was kind of sitting here, I'm like, do I really need to make like a 2-minute video? Hey, they posted an article, let's do this. But I was waiting for something substantial, and we have one. So it's, you know, Sarah Jansen posted this. She posted this article on the website, and she's basically saying, hey, we have an ambitious vision. We want to make sure that we, you know, meet expectations, and also, you know, create something that really stays true to that ambitious vision. And that's basically what she's saying with this. The most immersive action adventure game with fluid movement and combat in first person. So yeah, I mean, the way she's saying this, she's actually saying it like they have like maybe new ideas or something new, and they want to add more to it, and that's all right. You know, that's actually pretty awesome. So hopefully, you know, this delay means that we'll get something more added to the game that we wouldn't have previously if it was coming out on February 23rd. And to be honest, the first quarter of the year is way too packed to begin with. I'm not even disappointed that the game's not coming out on February 23rd. I got Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I'm looking forward to that game too. Like, there's Mirror's Edge, and then there's Deus Ex. Those are two of my, like, you know, really big go-to games that I really love. You know, Deus Ex is like my favorite stealth game of all time, and then you have Mirror's Edge, which was like just an all-around amazing artistic creation that I love. And it's like my two games are you know, my two most anticipated games are like coming out, and I'm like really looking forward to them. And then they get announced on the same day, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then to see Mirror's Edge now get delayed, I was like, you know what? That's good. Now I can focus on Deus Ex. There's also Far Cry Primal, which looks weird. But there's other games coming out. And to be honest, it's nice to see Mirror's Edge coming out in a very kind of dry, what looks to be a dry month in May. There isn't really anything announced yet. We're still early, keep that in mind. But I'd much rather have Mirror's Edge come out around maybe 2 or 3 highly anticipated games than have Mirror's Edge come out the same day as Deus Ex, then the next week The Division, and then the next week Uncharted 4, and then the next week Dark Souls 3. It's like you have all these like highly top anticipated games, like Hitman's coming out within that same time frame too. It's so much competition, and I really feel like the best thing for Mirror's Edge would to have it released during a more slower kind of time period. And May's a good month. Keep in mind, Rockstar usually releases their games around May. So it's not like May is going to be a very, you know, kind of hard time to buy games on. May is perfectly fine. The only downside for me here for the May release date is, okay, finals are coming up for school. So I wonder if I'm going to be like, you know, I'm not going to have enough time to play, or I'm not going to have as much free time as I want to play it because I'm going to be focusing on finals and stuff. But who knows? Maybe it won't be that bad. Anyway, so just wanted to talk about that, my feelings on it. Let me know what you guys think. This is nothing but good news. The only negative news being that we have to wait 3 months longer, but we're gonna get a better game in the process, so why complain? All right, have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you later.